one of the good things is that his work, much of his work is in the archives here at this university in special collections. And he also left behind about 40 boxes of unsorted papers, which I inherited. They're not books, they're not big things. Each box is just stacked with papers. Not by date, not by subject, not by anything. So, thanks, Bill. I was born in 1941. My brother was 7 years older than I am. We moved from Kansas City, Missouri to Richland in 1944. And so I have an early memory of what I thought then was a great childhood. You know, everything was secret, so we didn't know that bad things were happening out there. We had lots of room to play. We just kind of ran wild as kids, and dogs everywhere, lots of space, good community. Everybody's, except for the scientists and engineers, the greater amount of population were blue-collar workers. And so that meant that there really weren't too many class lines in Richland at that time. So it was a very strange place to grow up, actually. Many of the workers were imported, like I said, for the Manhattan Project, but they didn't bring their parents. So many of us grew up without knowing our grandparents. So there just weren't any old people in Richland when I was growing up. Just very strange. Okay, so the poem I'm going to read is The Baker of Pies. It's about my mother's pies. And my brother's activism was creatively entwined in his poetry, no matter what he was writing about, including pies. So this is called The Baker of Pies by William Witherup. This trip, Rose bakes pumpkin pies. She is never so happy as when transmuting dough and sugar. How many cherry, peach, pumpkin, and apple pastries have fissioned from her 83-year-old fingers? Last August, it was deep dish blueberry made for her elder son. But the pie leapt from its dish, nearly scalding her leg, left a purple double helix on the carpet. Today I am raking leaves, carrying on conversation with the sycamores. They signal they can smell the spice, sugar, and pumpkin working their alchemies. 30 miles northeast from the family duplex, Hanford tank sludge cooks and shifts from stable to unstable. The ticking nuclides, not musical, unlike the drum brushing branches. AEC DOE might have put Mother in charge of a tank farm. No crust would have been unpinched, no detail overlooked, no graft or lies. Inside the house, a mild November afternoon, an old woman with a nose for chemistry has her hand on the controls, sniffs the wind, and watches the boilers as we sail out of the 20th century. And that was Richland, 1998. And you may have noticed there's an exhibit right outside the door that has my father's hard hat and my mother's rolling pin. And she did, by the way, make the best pies ever. She got married, she made a cherry pie a day until she had it perfected. So that rolling pin is very special. And it was used to make Mother Witherup's cherry pies. Mother Witherup was questioned by the FBI regarding her motivations for selling and advertising her home-baked pies. They were afraid there might be some kind of secret code in the advertising. So, thanks very much. I feel very honored to be part of this